I am so excited to have this lady on this Skype with me. Let me introduce Sue Benner. Sue, I thank you so much for, dropping everything and spending some time with us.
You are so welcome, Alex. I really don't know that I dropped everything.
Well, I don't. You get your. You did your makeup. You're good. You look great. You look fabulous. I want to give a little backstory. I first became familiar with Sue Benner in Door County, Wisconsin, and we were talking about this before we started. And you didn't realize that you had pieces in a gallery, and that it's a Fine Line, or what's the name of the gallery?
Fine Line Designs Gallery.
Yeah, and it's north of Ephraim. And actually, my mom found you, and my mom.
I kind of remember this now.
When we would go there, Mom and Dad would live there for the summer, and we would hit certain galleries. I mean, we had our 5, and the rest was just like, anyways. And so she said, "You've got to see this work." And Sue, it stopped me. It absolutely stopped me.
Well, thanks. And that gallery still represents my work. So
what?
I had a show there last summer, and they have a large addition to the gallery now, and it's really nice.
We were there 2 summers ago when I had to dispose of my dad's ashes, and yes, it was bigger. It was. You guys, if you're ever in Door County, you have to go to this place. The art in there is over the top. Just completely over the top. Why Door County for you?
I grew up in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and Door County is just up the road past Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And my great aunt and uncle had a home there.
Where?
In Ephraim.
Okay.
They lived up on the bluff,
mm-hmm.
overlooking the bay there. And so that was a familiar area for us.
So, right before you, I think it's before heading north on the right-hand side, I think right after Sister Bay, but before Ellison Bay, there's that pottery store on the right-hand side on top of a hill.
Oh, I vaguely remember
this. That's where my mom was born.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she's from there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yep. And in her dementia now, she'll say things like, she'll think she's still in Door County, which is, great. So, anyways,
let's get. Place to be.
It's a good place to be. First of all, you guys go to her website, SueBenner.com. Your work is so diverse. I can't even really pin a style on you, but I will say, because what about this Green Bay Stadium quilt? Like, what's that about? Okay. But your stuff to me is so beautifully, artistically inspired. So that's what I'm going to say. You tell me your journey.
And some people would say that the breadth of my work means I didn't stay in my lane.
Yes.
Okay. But when you're a studio artist for as long as I've been one, since 1980.
I started in 79 just being a quilter. So we have the same, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a lot of time. I've been doing it full time. That's a lot of time to explore a lot of different things. And, my mind goes all these different places and invents all this stuff, and I want to follow that, and I have. And each one of those areas that I've explored, unless it's a single one-off commission sort of thing, but each one of those areas is backed up by a whole long path of series and series that lead to other series. And I guess it also has to do just something with the way my brain works, that I don't want to work on just one thing at a time. Okay. That I want to be at several different stages and several different projects all at the same time, unless I have a show I'm preparing for or a commission that just has to be done by a certain date.
Well, you agreed to show us your studio, and then we'll also look at some other pieces that you've been working on recently. But I want to see your studio. Tell us about it. I mean, it's nice. Is it adjacent to the house, in the house, or down the street?
So I'm looking out this way to my right at the back of my house.
Okay.
I have about 20 feet of pathway outdoors to get to my studio, which is a separate building. And this was built in 1989. My husband and I got married in 1987, and then we were looking for a house that I could build a studio in the backyard or that had an extra building. And we found this big lot with this house on it in a nice neighborhood, and I commissioned architects to design it, and I couldn't afford much, but I got this 1,200 square foot building, and it's not fancy, it's not decorated, it's just my working studio, and I've been able to have my family continue to work in here, and it's really been wonderful. So
Sue, would you be willing to share us your studio?
yes, I would.
Okay.
You have to take it like it is, though.
I love it. This is real, you guys. I love it. Okay. So here, let's start with your design wall behind you.
Okay.
Tell us about this piece. Perfect.
This is a piece that I started over a year ago, and I have had to put many of the works away that I began a year, 2.5 years ago, because last year at this time my mom was very ill, and I spent much of my time taking care of her along with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got this out recently and put it back up on the wall. And I don't know if you can see this, but up at the top I have blue.
Yes.
Tape. Okay, so each of these is assembled into a strip at this point. I got it that far.
Uh-huh.
And then before I put it away, because I had to do some commission work, I labeled these, and then I put them away in a box, and I just hauled them back out. So these fabrics are the edges of my painted and dyed and monoprinted fabrics that I did in some of my mesh series, and then some of the prairie grass series, and they're all 100% cotton.
Mm-hmm.
And every single one of them is a combination of dye painted, printed, monoprinted,
Wow.
etc.
Wow. Okay, before we got started, you showed me another piece that is in stark contrast to this. Okay, let's take a look at that.
And I would say that these are not in stark contrast to me.
Okay. I was thinking because of the fabric choice.
Yes.
Okay.
So the contrast is that this is silk organza,
Uh-huh.
and there's 2 layers of silk organza, sometimes 3 in some areas,
Uh-huh.
and they're translucent. They're dye painted and monoprinted, and then I also have done printing with paint
Oh, Sue.
and drawing with paint. And then you can see that they have a grid of fabric applied to the surface.
What kind of fabric is that?
That's all of this is silk.
All of it is? I love silk.
All of this is. And there's all types of different grids that are layered one on top of each other. And then if you can see the leaf pattern,
I don't see it.
it's really subtle. But
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Go back down a little bit.
Okay. Back down.
Now back up. Just a little bit.
No.
Okay, just right. Now take your phone and go to your left just a little bit. Right there.
Okay.
Yeah. How did you do that?
So there are all sorts of different stencils and printing methods. I used actual plants from my garden as stencils.
How did you do that?
Here's the second piece.
Oh,
I used, there's bath mats and rubbings off of bath mats for these circular forms. And, there's just so many things. But these were started after I finished a large private commission. And I had fabrics that I had left over.
Hey, Sue, tilt down a little bit. Tilt down a little bit.
Okay.
Tilt you a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fabrics that I had printed for this commission, and I had to print a lot of them because it was a totally different color palette for me, and lots of experimentation. And when I finished the commission, which was a thrill to do and install, then I decided I would make some pieces that were a continuation of my mesh series.
Love it. Love it. And you know what I loved here too is I'm seeing a workspace that is not tidy and that it is, like you said, it's a real working workspace.
And this is what it looks like cleaned up.
I love it. I love it. What about that guy? Tell me about that man.
Well, it's not a man.
Why did I think it was
me.
a man? It's you? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I'm just striking out here, man.
I mean, I minus some hair there. But actually, and here's a, you can see the relationships of some of these things here.
Yeah.
This is me, life size,
Uh-huh.
a pattern.
Uh-huh.
I laid on the floor, and my assistant drew around me, and I cut me out, and that's freezer paper. And I used that as a stencil on a piece that I'm working on at the sewing machine right now.
Nice.
So
let's go.
quilting machine.
Let's go look at the other end of your sewing space, your studio.
Okay.
Because you have incorporated a wet room.
Oh, you want to see the wet room?
Oh yeah. Oh, is that on that end?
Yeah, it's on this end.
Oh, okay, sorry about that.
Okay. So I'm just going to show you some of these
Look at
piles
that.
of things here.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we are walking to, I would call this the back end of my studio.
Uh-huh.
And there's shelves and a sink and washing machine and dryer.
Mm-hmm.
And refrigerator.
But see, this is so smart because if you ever decide to leave where you're living out, the whole thing's been plumbed. You've got plumbing out there.
Oh, yes. It has a full bath as well.
Nice. Okay.
And, that was essential for making this place what I thought was, first of all, I didn't want to run into the house to go to the bathroom.
Right.
Oh, and here's some of my fabric storage, my fused fabric storage.
Oh, wow.
And the flat files below it.
Wow.
So,
and it is totally organized in your brain. Like if you know you need to get something, you can go put your hands on it immediately.
Well, that would be on a really good day.
Okay.
But for the most part.
Wow.
And here are my project boxes. And you can see I'm a great recycler of stuff. These are, all sorts of miscellaneous cardboard boxes. They have all the different kinds of projects and series that I've done. And they're all there on these shelves.
Awesome. So I want to take a look at them. Oh, no, yeah, I want to see this too. Oh, I just love this. When we were kids in San Francisco, we would drive there in the nighttime and during Christmas, and we could look in people's front windows and see how the places were decorated and all that. And I feel like this here. Okay, talk about this here on the table.
Oh, okay. And by the way, those are my photography lights that you see there draped.
Oh, okay.
That's what those are.
Okay.
Okay. I have been, since the stay at home or
lockdown,
stay safe, I've been going through and trying to finish as many projects as I possibly could that are from anywhere from 10 years ago.
And again,
to
tilt your camera down.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Ooh. What about
and
this?
You can see I've been in a blue mood. These are the flowers from my flowers series that I cut out years and years and years ago. I think my kids were young, and I've been using them as some of them to demonstrate in my class that I teach for, it's called Floral Arrangement, Fused Flower Quilts. And so I decided that I would put them all together, and I've made 4 pieces that are 9 patches each of flowers. And then I recently have done 2 commissions in this series, famous and not so famous flowers. That's what I call it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did the commissions in that series, and I thought, well, I'm going to get out what's in the box.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I got out the box from the shelf over there, and this piece was partially done. And so I finished it. And then there's one under here. Let's see.
So see, what everybody's seeing here is the breadth of your not staying in the same lane.
Yeah. So here's one that's really at the beginning stages. And that will tell you how crazy things might look.
Now, is this the kind of, excuse me, is this the kind of thing you might teach at a Silomar?
Oh, these have a lot of paint on them. It's a very messy, it's really more like my monoprint the quilt class.
Uh-huh.
And so it's hard to teach it at a Silomar because of the amount of paint involved.
Okay, gotcha.
But I teach these types of classes. Now, the flowers I've taught is a really popular class, these types of flowers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I have going here. And then I have other things, too, that are, this is like, I call this the excavation because you can just keep it going down layer and layer and layer, and there's all sorts of different projects underneath here.
I excavated my closet on Easter, or no, the day before Easter. I couldn't believe what I found, including Burt Reynolds in his Cosmo fold-out made into a poster from 1972, and this teeny little closet. It was ridiculous. I don't even know how I got it. I know, right? Oh, yeah. Wow, Sue. And you live in near Dallas, Texas?
Yes.
Which means now you're near the studio where we tape.
I'll take you outside so you can see this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I love your blue door.
Yes, me too. That's why it's blue, because I love that.
Oh.
So here's the back of the house.
Beautiful.
And tell me how to tilt this.
You're it, right there. That's fabulous. Fabulous. Look at that, you guys. I think we have a lot of envy going on right now.
Well, this is where the tree fell last summer, right through here.
Ooh.
And all this is been repaired, and this was full of trees all those trees are gone because the big tree fell on it.
Why was it because of what?
One of the storms that came
wow.
through here.
Wow.
Not the, and here's my door.
I know, I love that. Oh, I love that.
That was on our old house. We actually tore down a house here.
Wow.
And 14, 15 years ago.
Wow.
And built a new one because the old house was not, it had asbestos in it. And we had to take it down.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
Well, turn it around so we can see your beautiful face. There she is. Hey, Sue, I want to thank you so much. So much. I want to go out and have a glass of wine with you or something.
Let's do that.
Okay, sounds good.
I think that sounds like a plan.
Well, have a good rest of your day, all right?
Thanks.
And I can't
You
wait
too.
I can't wait to see what you're doing in 10 years. I mean, magic. Magic.
Thanks, Alex.
Bye-bye.
Bye.